Hello, this is me, Bella. I don't know why I'm going with Bella. I'm not skeptical why I went with Bella, but I just like to feel comfortable as Bella. I could go with my dead name. I don't know. But if I get our FM boy, but yeah, it was one thing I feel cynical of people that are white, and I think I know why. Not because they're all of them are bad. A lot of them are kind of narcissistic. Most of them are narcissistic, I think, a lot of them, when it comes to having lack of empathy for people, for trans and not just trans people, like people that are black and it could be trans people. Trans people are narcissistic. Some trans people are narcissistic too in some ways too. You have to be careful with them too. You have to keep your guard up because like people that you personally think you can trust, you cannot trust them. And like it could be in STEM, engineering, whatever. Of course, there's black people you can't trust either because there's black people you should never trust um either. So it makes you kind of pessimistic that yeah. Well, and here's the thing: I think you should be pessimistic of is cis people. Cis people, I'm pessimistic of because most of the reason I don't want to wear a dress and stuff is because I'm pessimistic towards people that how they would feel about it because I just I kind of feel these guys feel the same way as the other men, so they're cis. So if I'm trans, then I have to then I have to then I have to how to say what do that. Yeah, I had the gums. I had it sorry as I'm chewing and stuff. But yeah, like one thing is interesting. I think it's most of these white folks. Most of these guys that are usually Christian. Usually, maybe I have no idea. If you're like an atheist, usually if you're an atheist and you're black, probably they're gonna hate you more. Probably hate you more, want to lynch you more faster. Because you're black and atheist, they think you're depressed or you're not happy or something. I don't know. People want to get rid of you if you're an atheist. But I'm trying to say why I think most of these guys don't have good critical thinking skills anyway, and probably the reason why you should probably stay away from them if you're black is because usually these guys have horrible critical thinking skills. And usually the people out there that are atheists, sometimes the good atheists, the ones that actually use good critical thinking skills that are cis straight male or cis straight female that aren't going to be aggressive towards you. That yeah they have no problems with you, but if you cause problems whatever with them, like they ain't gonna be dealing with you anymore. If you start something that they thought that they was BS, like they it's bull crap, like they don't want to deal with you anymore if you do that. But if you start threatening their life, yeah, they're gonna do something. But people like these guys will threaten your life and by being hurting you or but the I don't know how you okay. Yeah, it's interesting how people like that are white, not all of them. You don't know that, and most people say like some of them or something. Like the thing that offends me, I don't know how many white people are like this. The statistics. Here's the thing: statistics is bullshit. Like, if you give the statistics, you don't know half of what the things are thinking. sometimes they might be changing their mind. Sometimes they might be racist. You're like, yeah, the white people are the devil. I guess you could say. I won't try to say. Um, what I'm trying to say is that these white people, like most of them, you have no clue what they're thinking. You have no clue. Usually, some might be very smart and clever. Some might be like, um, they might think different things. They might think completely different things. Most there are people like I don't know if it's most of them that think they're privileged. I don't know what the context of meaning most because there's a lot of them. There are a lot of a lot of white people. You know, that's one thing I think is interesting about black people. One thing what pisses me off a little bit. They act like all white people are like this. Yeah, there are white people out there that they're still dangerous no matter what, but there are people out there that want to understand. You don't know how many of them that would want to understand about things about black people. There are people that wouldn't want to understand anything about black people. It's because most of them are narcissists. Most of them are narcissistic. So kind of you have to realize like people that are white, you can't. I don't think you should feel like they should feel any guilt of being white, but most don't want to understand because like they don't know what they don't know what a black person thinks. Because some black people they think all black people think the same. They encounter the way they encounter them. They don't know how to encounter them with the right one. But also you have to be aware that um like it's like in the news or something like that or whatever. Like that's just ridiculous. Like I think it's ridiculous how people look at the news and they think we should watch it and everything. Like why should I buy everything from the news or like TikTok or something like that? You know, one thing I think is interesting. You look at trans people, all these other guys. These guys, these cis women are miserable. I swear to you, most of these white women or white cis women, if they see a black trans woman, like it's probably be like, oh yeah, like this person's like I mean, they like they'll have all these stereotypes about you, about if you're a black trans woman and stuff like that, and the same way they look at like a cis black woman, a cis black woman. They look at you the same freaking way. Like I mean like it's not like it's not gonna happen. It's gonna fucking happen. So um, let's see. I'm trying to say. But yeah, it's interesting how people like that in society like they think being well I will try something about trans. Most of these cis women these women that are cis don't know the fuck they want. They have no idea what they want. They think they want equality and shit. You know, and that's one time this one guy Jonathan David. He's kind of right because like people say they want equality, they get aggressive when they say they will get equality. When it comes to trans women, a trans black woman or something like that, they don't want equality. They don't want fucking. They don't want. But they want. But they want. But like they believe they want equality, but they really don't want equality. They believe it. That's the thing about beliefs. Beliefs are not true. Your belief doesn't mean you're gonna have to equality. Even white trans women don't want equality. They don't want. I could be a comedian if it's like white trans women don't want equality. Uh, they want equality for white trans women, not black trans women. They don't care for them. They have to realize like, they know they're privileged, but they don't like some of them are pieces of shit. So like if a majority, okay, let's say like the majority of white men said they decided to be a trans woman. Guess what? That means they want equality for trans white woman, not trans black woman. They would get you killed if you're killed if you're a trans black woman. So, but But yeah, that's the thing. I think it's kind of ironic when you look at society. People don't care about equality; they just care about things like you look at these cis men. They don't, the reason why they want equality because like they um like Like I don't, and this is the thing I'm John David. I start realizing about him why I don't trust white women. I don't think because even though he might have books that might work or might not work, I don't know if it will. It's just like I, I think he's kind of right. He's kind of right though. Like, but people are just people that want equality, but they don't want any. But we're just the thing is, I think I agree with him. I mean, we both agree, I guess it maybe is that we're both human. We're both human, and most people don't want to tell themselves that we're just human beings, cause like it's like a living curse. I'm gonna give a metaphor. I'm a metaphorical personification. I feel like that there's a lot of hatred, which is a hatred. Hatred is kind of like a curse word, or I don't know, like which is like people that hate you for no reason, and they don't even know you personally, because they look at your color and say, oh hey, like hey, you're not human. You're not you. I hate you. That's they think. I had this like this dipshit niece who's kind of like a cousin or a sister, because like she's close to my age. But she's just like she's white. Yeah, we have when you have a white person that's a mixed breed. People that are mixed breeds, usually if they're white, sometimes I don't know if there's other not all white people. I have other cousin that's older than me, that is white, that is cool. She's cool. She's really awesome. She's trans friendly and all other stuff. But there's other my niece. She's like transphobic. She's like just horrible. And she called me that let me tell you this. She called me the N word, and cause I'm not gonna tell you what I did. Like just personally, it didn't went that too well, and I regretted it. But yeah, that's all I want to say. I've